Okay, welcome everyone. Thank you very much for taking our time for today's program. Really happy to have everyone on board. And today we thank God for the good network. And we're having our guest speaker, Mr. Engineer Seth Ruben. And yesterday we started a very important topic, which is talking about the impact of blockchain in social media, and we have started looking at a lot of aspects how blockchain is impacting the entire social media, and it's really awesome to have Mr. Seth because we are going to really learn a lot from his experience. As I've said, Mr. Seth is a blockchain analyst. He is a digital and SEO certified Google digital and SEO analyst. He is currently the CFO of, and a co-founder of Bitcoin, which is one of Nigeria's biggest crypto exchange since 2016. So Mr. Said has vast experience with dealing with customers, understanding customers' behavior down from social media to user interactivity on platforms, customer support. So he will be telling us more about how blockchain is actually affecting or um, bringing in change on social media and how it's going to be used. So I'm very happy to have you, Mr. Seth. As we continue with the topic, we'll continue to share the links on our social media handles. Please, if you are online, you can kindly share the link to your friends so that everyone will be able to join the meeting. So you can follow me on Facebook, Jaffet Johnson, on YouTube, Jaffet Johnson, on LinkedIn, Jaffet Johnson, and also follow Big Contact HQ on Facebook to watch the live event. Mr. Seth is our guest speaker, and we have other speakers lined up. And this topic is really an important one because of the growing generation of youth. We begin to see the impact of social media, and it's very wise not for us to just keep using phones, but understand how and where is this communication, where is this synergy going to evolve. So thank you, Mr. Seth. You do us nice to introduce yourself, and then you will pick up from where we stopped yesterday. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Japheth. First of all, I must apologize for the network issue which we had yesterday. It was from my own end, and I'm really sorry for many viewers that were online yesterday, but due to the disappointment of the network, I believe you pardon me for that. And Mr. Japheth, you have already done the introduction, but anyway, my name is Seth Ruben, and I'm equally a co-founder of Biconta. Yesterday, thank you, Mr. Jeffert, for organizing this wonderful event, Blockchain for All. I believe that many people out there are looking up to this program for enlightenment, and which I believe at the end of this program, many people will come to understand what blockchain is all about. Today, we'll be discussing a topic that says the impact of blockchain on social network. The impact of blockchain on social network. Before we proceed, I would like us to know some terminologies which will help us to understand the scope of what we'll be discussing, and this will give us a better understanding. This will enable us to be able to comprehend more. And what are those terminologies? The first one is database, while the second one is blockchain. Now, let's understand what database is. By way of definition, we said that a database is a collection of organized record that can be modified or deleted, stored on an electronic device. The central word there that I want us to get is it can be modified. Since it can be modified, somebody must be in charge. So it is a centralized system, and that have to do with almost all what we are doing. Our day-to-day activities, we use a centralized system, which means that somebody is in power, one person is in charge to edit or to manipulate such data. So if we look at it that way, then we come back to blockchain. What is blockchain? Blockchain also is simply a database, but this time around, it is a decentralized database and is connected to a network. That is to say, no one have the power to manipulate the data on blockchain. That is to say that no singular authority or no singular person or entity is in charge of modifying or changing anything on the blockchain. It uses a distributed ledger, which are networks of computers, which are of computers that are connected. These ledgers or computers are in different places. They are in different locations, but they are all connected. They are all connected. So for anyone to change anything on blockchain, that person have to change not only the information on one node or computer, but have to change the entire network, and it must be at the same time, which is practically impossible. So having known this, there are three major characteristics of blockchain that I want us to understand. With it, we'll be able to understand the use cases, the importance of blockchain, and also especially relating to what we'll be discussing today, the impact of it on social media. So now let's look at the first one. Blockchain have three characteristics which are very important. The first one is decentralized. The word decentralized connotes two things. First, there are different nodes or computers that store the same information. Secondly, those computers are connected to a network. And thirdly, those computers are not in control of any individual. So that is decentralization. Then the second aspect which I want us to look at is transparency. Every data transaction on blockchain can be verified and validated, which means that any data on blockchain have the ability to be verified, to know the source, and also to look at the validity of that data. And this create a transparent world. Imagine now if most of uh, our government activities, government budget is on blockchain that is open to the public, that the public, anyone can go on blockchain and verify how much is allocated for this. Not only verify, but can follow up to validate, to see how this particular money that is allocated for this project is being executed. With the help of blockchain, this is very, very possible. Let's take, for example, last year, uh, the co-founder of Ethereum, Vitaly Buterin, gave India a sum of 1 billion US dollars of cryptocurrency for COVID-19 relief fund. And how will we know that he has truly given them that money? because it is on the blockchain. You can go there and verify. You can have his wallet address to verify, or the transaction hash. So it's something that people can know, not saying another thing and doing the other, which is very, very common in our world today. People have this particular problem, be it in corporate society, be it in government. A lot of dishonesty. So, but with blockchain technology, all sort of uh, all sort of promises that are not fulfilled can be verified. So, blockchain is a kind of solving a problem of decentralization. No one will claim, no one will stand as an authority to manipulate anything. Everything is transparent on the blockchain. It can be verified. If it is a contract, you can follow it up from the beginning to the end on the blockchain. If it is agreement that have to do with anything, it is there. Anybody can follow it and verify. So blockchain is a kind of technology that have come to carry everybody along. Anything can be verified at any time. It create a very good transparency. Thirdly, the next thing that I want us to understand, the next property or characteristic of blockchain is immutability. Immutability means that once a data is being recorded on the blockchain, it cannot be altered by anyone. A major aspect of blockchain. So, having known this, looking at the whole characteristic of blockchain, it gives us a clear view that it can be applied to so many areas of our lives. We'll look at it in how it is affecting or impacting social media. But before then, most people confuse blockchain with cryptocurrency. The question is, are cryptocurrency the same thing with blockchain? The answer is no. Cryptocurrency is just one application of blockchain. It's just one application of blockchain, but not blockchain. We have so many applications of blockchain. We have so many, ranging from smart contract, real estate, whatever. So many agreements, so many things that can be implemented on the blockchain, which make it very, very unique. Having said all this, it is good for us to understand again what are all these, how is all these things now affecting social media? How is transparency affecting social media? How is um, decentralization affecting social media? How is immutability affecting social media platform? The first one that I want us to look at is privacy and security. Imagine the use of center database in social media platforms make it very easy for it to be hacked. Make it very easy for it to be hacked by hackers. And how many accounts are being hacked every year on social media platforms? Users are denied access to their account. People using users' identity to commit different type of crime. But with blockchain, is certainly a different thing altogether. A blockchain, because of the distributed ledger, which means that uh, many node or many computers serve as database have the same information. And for anyone to hack, imagine a blockchain is being used to create a social media platform. So for a hacker to hack one account, he have to hack all the database that are connected to the network of the blockchain, which make it practically impossible. And not only hacking it, but he must hack it at the same time. So blockchain now have have recognized the importance uh, of protecting personal data of people and making it a secure platform for people. This is very, very important, and a lot of people have fallen victims of insecurity in a centralized platform of social medias. We know this, we have seen it every day, and it keep occurring day by day. But with blockchain, this can be resolved, this can be solved. Then the next um, impact that I want us to look at on the blockchain is the first party validation. First party validation. What does that entail? Now, the idea of content and posts on social media platform can be validated for ownership far way than aspect of data forensic can do. What do I mean? A lot of content on social media, a lot of content on social media and other posts, be it um, pictures, be it videos, valuable content are being posted on social media every day. How do we know the original owner of those content? Which means that uh, to verify the source, the original source of this content is becoming something else. But with blockchain, this can be verified. It can handle that particular problem. That is why you look at uh, if you look at the social media platform entirely, what make it valuable is the content. Imagine a platform with like Facebook without content, how valuable it is. So what make Facebook is the content that people are creating, is the content everyday valuable ones that people are engaging that make it more valuable, not only the people that sign up on the account. So, but how do we give reference to the original creators of those content? With blockchain, every content creator can be given the deserved credit. Facebook does not create content. People do. Every day, people are given part of their life day by day, and they are taught creating different content, videos, just for social media to be more valuable. So with this, it make it very clear that uh, content owners can now sit down and feel safe because the credit of the content they are creating is given to them. This is very, very uh, important. Then another impact uh, of blockchain on social media is what we call social mining. It is a common policy in the economic world that anybody that brings value to the marketplace deserve a credit. Anyone that bring value to the marketplace deserve a reward. What of social media? Just like I have said earlier, what brings value to social media is the content people are creating. But how do people now benefit from the content that they are creating? It is very, very important to understand what make uh, all social media is the activity, the interaction, the content, but are people who make it valuable being rewarded? The answer is no. But that is what blockchain have come to solve. One of it, people that are creating content, valuable content every day on a blockchain platform are allowed to earn a reward as token. And this process is what it called what social mining. The more the value a content is created, the more value the content has, the more the creator of that content stand to gain more reward. And how it is being judged, the people in the network are the ones that come together to determine how valuable a content is. The people in a network come together and determine how valuable it is through what? Through their comment, through their likes. And whenever there is a like, there is a comment, the creator of that content stand to gain a reward in a form of a token. People will begin to think, how possible is that? It is very, very possible. Is there a platform or social media platform that is created on blockchain that is currently doing this? Yes, there is. It is called Steam, whereby users are getting reward for the content they are creating on the platform. And this make it very, very interesting. This make it a way of earning valuable uh, money from social media. So we can see how blockchain now is beginning to transform, to change our thought, to change uh, the normal way of doing things. Fourthly, how does social media uh, affect or impact? How does blockchain impact social media? We have what we call corporate and public contribution. We all know that blockchain is an open source. So a lot of people, a lot of users a lot of users, corporate users, those that are in charge of creating social media platforms, are using it on a daily basis to make contribution on how to make this thing, their social media. They are making contribution on the blockchain on how to make it better. We have seen a lot of this every day because it is an open source. It gives room to social media platform creators to contribute their own quota to the growth, to the development of this uh, blockchain. So it is really making it very interesting. It is really changing the traditional way of doing things. Social media has become a tool for marketing connectivity. But with blockchain, there is a better way to do it. With blockchain, productivity is increased. With blockchain, security is increased. With blockchain, a lot of things that are well organized can be done on blockchain. This is how uh, blockchain is impacting social media. And a lot of
Okay, thank you, Mr.
I
Seth.
think,
Yes, we can hear you now.
okay, okay. And,
Okay. Thank you very much, Mr. Seth, for that wonderful explanation on how we'll be able to benefit from social media. He has talked about how the blockchain is helping social media store a lot of their content now, and it's going to help uh, avoid a lot of hacks that will be coming up because everything is going to be decentralized. So there'll be a lot more of security implementations on social media handling. We'll be able to take advantage of selling our content properly now because on the social media, what he's trying to explain again is the aspect of we provide attention and we also provide the content for social media. So there should be a reward for us to actually um, get for using social media rather than just uh, providing attention and some of us also provide content. A lot of us actually provide content so his explanation to us is very important. So the blockchain is going to allow us have access to be able to earn revenue from using the social media since a lot of our activities is going to be on the blockchain and we'll be able to actually have control over our content. I think that's what it's interesting. So it's a nice one, Mr. Said. Thank you for that one. So on a quick one, looking at the aspect of we have seen Facebook changing to Meta, rebranding to Meta, and looking at how they will be able to go into metaverse properly, and understanding understanding Facebook, what it does, and understanding social media from my own point of view. It has to do with social interaction with people. It has to do with friends meeting, sharing content, trying to discuss about one particular topic or the other. And we seeing Facebook taking a giant step to rebrand to Meta, looking at Metaverse, trying to see how they'll bring more connection to people. How do you see the impact of Metaverse on social media, where we are having more youths now prefer to go online to chat rather than just see their friends physically? And Metaverse is coming up with a whole new experience. How do you see the connection between social interaction going down to metaverse, and how is it really going to affect a lot of these platforms that need to actually improve faster again?
well, it's going to be a very fascinating thing what a metaverse is trying to achieve, mixing the physical world and the virtual world and making it a reality. Imagine you being on social media but going where you want to go, playing the kind of game you want to play in a virtual world. You can go on a tour right at the comfort of your home on the metaverse. So this is actually a technology that will rebrand social media entirely and give us a new face of interacting with people virtually. So the whole idea is to create an experience at the comfort of your zone, at the comfort of your home or where you are, but experiencing a different world entirely. So that is the idea of the metaverse that Facebook is trying to a kind of integrate it with their platform. We believe very soon this will be achieved, but we are still hoping and waiting and see first uh, the first social media platform that will integrate it. I know it's not only Facebook that is working on this, but other social media, despite the fact that they have not come on to talk about it. But certainly, I know that they are working on that on ground for it. So we are waiting to witness this. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much, Mr. Chef, for clearing that. We'll be expecting a lot from integration of metaverse with Facebook and other social media, trying to see how they will improve our connection with friends, how we relate. A lot of people are saying they are moving their office to the metaverse. As you have said, also, we can go on a tour, can visit places on the metaverse. So there will be a lot of opportunity for designers and content creators to actually go and exhibit themselves. So we have been seeing the concept of NFTs coming in. Recently, Twitter also said they will start allowing, I think, users to upload their NFTs as their profile picture. And okay, it still boils down to, I'm going to talk about NFTs, but on the metaverse, we also need to understand this because the whole stuff about blockchain was quite triggered because people started to look at it, okay, we are going to use it for cryptocurrency, and cryptocurrency is going to give us money and what have you. And now we're coming to a place where we are seeing cryptocurrency trying to solve a lot around the issues of cross-border payments, remittances. We are looking at how transactions can be genuine. So when we're talking about social media now, where they have a whole lot of activities, taking Facebook as an example, you really want to do an ad, you will have to actually pay to get units, what have you. And so now when we're going to the blockchain, are we going to be expecting these social media handles to be creating their tokens, or how are we going to be paying for, let's say, going into a cinema in the metaverse? How will I pay for a tour, or how will I pay for entrance into an event in the metaverse? Will I be paying with a token, or how is it going to be? So I think you will be able to explain how this connection is going to be between the metaverse and how the currencies, what are we going to be spending there? Hopefully, when this
Okay,
thing rolls out.
okay. Currently, like I've said earlier on, the technology of metaverse um, is still under development, which means that there's going to be a lot of changes, there's going to be a lot of thought, but certainly what will be paid will be a token. What we are thinking that will be paid for it is going to be a token. Once we imagine you paying a token and having access to a workspace on the metaverse. So it's just like a rent. It's just transforming the entire life, physical life, to a virtual reality. And the what to be paid or what to be used, I believe, will vary due to different platform, social media platform, and what they tend to achieve. So I don't think it is wrong for me to assume or to conclude that the method of payment will be only be token, but as the development is going on, we'll begin to see other means of payment. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Seth, for that wonderful explanation. So I will keep our hands crossed to see how I think payments and access is going to be, from what I've also been able to fetch, a lot of using maybe NFTs, and some will create their own token. So, but we are still going to be expectant about it. So, on a quick one again, Mr. Seth, you have been in the social media space for quite some time, and I think one of the recent question I usually get from people is how can I actually monetize my social media handles? Is there something I need to do? How will I be able to make money? Is it just for me to just go and start posting? And so, what do you feel youths are doing wrong, and what do you feel we are doing wrong that we're not really getting the best benefit of social media handles? Do you think there's something we need to be doing to actually improve, or how do you see a lot of youth getting a lot from the social media?
Thank you very much for that question. The first thing is, like I've said, what give uh, a value to all social media is the content that people are creating. So, for you to monetize your handle, you must be able to give quality content. You must be able to give quality content on your handle. Once people are able to recognize you with a brand of content that meet to their need, you are already on your way to making money. How is that possible? We can use it, our link, to advertise. We can use our handle to advertise with creating trust. Once you begin to post quality content, you begin to provide people with quality content, you create trust of the media. So it's a proof that you know what you are doing. It's a proof to them that exactly whatever you bring on the table for them, it have already created that trust that that thing is genuine, it can work, and you can monetize your handle in that particular area. That's one. When the second one is, if you are creating a valuable content, you are attracting more people to your handle, you are attracting, well, by the time you have a lot of followers, it is easier. It is very, very easy. Anything you post, you are educating. Anything you post on sale, you are selling. So, and that's how you make money with your handle. Thank you.
Hello, can you hear me, Mr. Seth? Okay,
Yeah,
so
I
you
can hear
just
you now. I was not
all
hearing you
right,
before.
all right. So what I was trying to say is a lot of companies that are coming up now, most like blockchain and fintech related, are actually making some few complaints because very few people understand how to integrate with the nature of their work. And from what you have explained, the social media is also providing a lot of users with new job opportunities. It's just for them to understand what they need to do. So, from your experience in the blockchain industry and having a company, what are those job roles you feel the social media has helped a lot of youth to be able to build yourself on, and what few other jobs do you think the social media is going to actually open up for our teaming youth to use and actually earn again from it? Apart from just creating content, there are so many around content, but can we just maybe list some of them that you feel is going to help a lot of people using social media?
We have social media managers. We have a lot of people that are celebrities, people that don't have time to manage their handles. So they employ people who know the technical know how of the social media as managers, and this create a job opportunity for people. This create job opportunities for the youth. Apart from identifying another role that social media is providing, and which has stands now to be a job opportunity, is content creation in a particular niche. A lot of people pay youth to create content for them in that niche of specially this in expertise. So this have stand as a way people that can still engage themselves, master a particular niche, master how to create a content on a particular niche, and definitely it will provide an job opportunity for you. Imagine someone now that that have mastered the blockchain and is creating content for blockchain. Imagine now how many people will look for him, because it's one of the field that currently uh, that need that is drawing the attention of companies, individuals, and expertise. So it serves as a job opportunity for such individuals. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Seth, for this opportunity that you have reviewed. I believe our viewers will take a note of that and actually utilize them. I think you also have some of this experience on users going online to complain about a company not providing good service. So uh, the social media is supposed to be a gateway that connects both companies and consumers of a particular service from a product or a company or whatever service the company is providing. We see social media as a gateway, but what are the challenges do you see company facing when it comes to customer relationship, customer support? How are companies able to actually manage that properly? Because we know sometimes a little problem that can be resolved maybe through an email or maybe someone can go to the social media page and escalate. Do you feel it has a negative aspect or a negative impact on companies or products? Because most times before you even handle a query, someone has already gone online and has spread the bad news about the company. So how do you think, what are the challenges? How do you think companies can also handle these challenges? And what are your advice to users again concerning reactions to some certain stuff online very quickly without actually consulting those companies to resolve those?
you with the statement that customers are always right, it even make it worse. Actually, if you look at it, you don't go to a restaurant and ask them, uh, if you go to a restaurant, what you need is a ready cooked food. You don't go to a restaurant and you are expecting them to give you beans. Let's say, for example, you want to eat beans and rice. You don't expect them to give you only beans. So what customers really want is a complete and satisfactory services. So, and this has become a major challenge to companies. That's why if there is any issue, a customer can go online and begin to give bad review about a company. But one good thing that I know is that if companies are able to rectify what problem it is between them and a customer on time, it normally reduce the escalation of such bad news. It's either is two sides of the coin. If um a company, if a particular customer mistakenly or due to one issue that he's having with a particular company and begin to give the company a bad review, if actually the company is good, there are 100 that are already giving a good review on that. And if his problem is being attended to, he can go back and edit that review online. So that is my advice to company here, is that they should always, all the time, attend to customers' problem as quick as possible. We know that there is no a perfect system anywhere, but when there is a challenge, if it can be resolved on time, it really it really reduces the escalation of bad review about companies online. So my advice to companies is that they should have a quick response team, support team, that will handle such issue. So thank you.
So thank you very much, Mr. Seth, for that wonderful explanation. I believe a lot of customer support agents or staff listening to this program really understand the need to actually ensure that their support systems staff are very responsive to questions and issues so that their social media handles will not be, like my colleague always say, will not go bleeding. So we should try and ensure that we have services that help our customers, and customers should also at the same time, you said they're always right, but sometimes they need to be patient a little bit because the reputation of a brand is most times seen from social media handles. So a lot of the comments, if they are really doing bad, it can really show from comment sections and posts that they are making or people are making or reviews about them. So I feel it's very important for us to actually ask this question because it's in line with how we use social media, understanding the ethics of what to do and what not to do on social media. And we are really grateful, Mr. Seth, for taking our time to explain this. Thank you very much because you have explained how we are going to see a lot of changes from what we normally see on social media because of blockchain, the new platform that are coming from the metaverse, the NFT. So there will be a lot of change and adoption. How we actually use money now on this social media, how we're going to earn. You have also explained how we're going to earn. And it's really wonderful to actually hear this coming from an expert like you. So thank you very much, Mr. Seth. Before you just leave, if there's any one or two comments you want to make, it would be nice before we call it a day.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Jaffer. The thing is, what I have to say now is to kind of appreciate you for organizing this program. And I believe as many users that are able to follow up with this event, Blockchain for All, will benefit from it. And a broad understanding will be given at the end of this event. Thank you so much. I really appreciate.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Seth. I will be happy to have you some other time to talk on other topics. We're happy because even though yesterday you had a lot of challenge with your network, you're still able to create time for us. So we're very happy. Out of your busy schedule, you have to just take our time to do this. So I'm very happy and I'm very grateful. The entire viewers are also happy with all you have taught us today, and we just hope next time we'll call on you. You actually drop on our call to explain much better. So thank you very much, Mr. Seth. So to viewers, we are very happy. This is the first topic and the first guest speaker for Blockchain for All 2022. We will have a lot. We have another speaker coming on Monday. We'll be talking on topics. So you just follow us. You see the banner, see the topic, the speaker will be talking on who's the speaker. So follow us on Facebook, follow B Contact H as our key sponsor for this program. Other sponsors are Vihipa, we have Bashita Research Limited sponsoring this event. So kindly do well to follow this platform as you'll be watching the live event. So we have a lot of speakers, and I mean a lot. So you learn from different people how blockchain is really impacting our life. So thank you very much. You can actually watch this video again on YouTube. It's stored there and on Facebook. So if you miss this, you can also share it with your friends. Thank you very much and catch you next time. Thank you, Mr. Seth.
Thank you, Mr. Jaffet. Have a wonderful day.